Game Reserve. We were supposed to go to Camberg camping this weekend, but because of the weather, the freezing cold, and now actually snowing up that way, we changed our plans and decided to go to Mkuze. So we're on the road now. We left at 6:30 this morning just so that we can take a slow drive. Pouring with rain. It's supposed to be raining all day, but at least from tomorrow the sun comes out and we'll have the next 3 days of sunshine. What do you say? Looking forward to Mkuze?
Yeah.
Yeah? Going to do some game viewing, rather be in a warm vehicle than out in the rain trying to, fish and freeze for the next 3 days. It wasn't what we had in mind. So we'll catch up with you later. This probably doesn't do it justice, but it is raining quite hard and has been raining quite hard. We're just taking a slow drive, making sure that we keep it safe on the roads. We're excited to be going back to Mkhuze Game Reserve. It's been about 2 years since we've been there, and the campsite's been redone and the bathrooms had a bit of a facelift and geysers put in there. For those who don't know, Mkhuze Game Reserve is part of the Isimangaliso Wetland Park. It's located in northern Natal, up in Zululand. It's about 40,000 hectares in size and very popular amongst birders. They've certainly had a fair amount of rain here. Hopefully it's going to finish off today and the sun's going to come out tomorrow, but the roads have been fairly busy but fine, and now we're just heading on probably the last 20 kilometers of dirt road before we get to Mkhuze Game Reserve. So this road is in pretty poor condition. I think once upon a time it was a tar road, but right now it's more potholes than road. But we haven't got far to go now. It's been quite a drive. We left home at 6:30 this morning and it's now 11:45. So it's been a slow drive, but hopefully we should be there in the next 20 minutes, I'd say. Still raining, and we'll probably wait before we put up our tent. I think we'll just unhitch and go for a bit of a game drive and then wait and see what happens before we have to put up our tent. I'd rather not do it in the rain, but we might have to, so we shall see. But we're nearly there, nearly at the gate. And we've arrived at Mkuze. It's very wet here. It's still raining. What is the temperature there? 14 degrees. So we're busy heading up to reception to go and check in, and then we'll go and park our trailer and then perhaps take a game drive before we set up camp. It's rather wet and still raining, so we're hoping it's going to slow down a bit before we set up. But we're here. We're taking a slow drive up to reception, and we should be hopefully setting up camp in the next couple of hours, and then we can switch off and relax. So as you can see, there was a lot of rain, and of course we ended up with a lot of mud on the vehicle. And before we put up the tent, me certainly, it's part of my OCD, I suppose, wanted to clean some of the mud off before we put our tent up. So this is me just trying to fill up with water, clean a bit of the mud off, and then hopefully the rain starts thinning out a bit. It has started slowing down, but just hoping that it's going to slow down enough to be able to put the tent up and not get too wet in the process.
People often ask us, how do we defrost meat when we are out in the bush? It's quite simple actually. This is a Toyota Hilux microwave model. You just put your meat on top of your manifold after you've gone for a game drive, and pop that closed, and there we go. Your meat will defrost in about half an hour.
So we were here watching these two probably for about 20 or 30 minutes. He had been following her around for quite a while, and we were waiting for them to do the funky monkey, see how this would work out with these two giraffes. But we waited patiently for a couple of minutes, and nothing was happening. I mean, it seemed to be taking longer than their necks were, and after a while we decided to leave them in peace and move on. So we're all set up, and it looks like the rain's starting to settle, but we're still huddled up here under cover. Had a nice hot shower, got some glühwein on the go, and
I got nothing to drink.
Nothing? Oh no, it's bad. Then we've had to put up the awning from the Hilux. We've put that up here. Got my glühwein on the go here. Let's have a look. Hopefully getting warm, but dark, you can't see much. But yeah, at least the rain started settling, and hopefully we'll have a dry day tomorrow and look forward to some game viewing. Good morning. We had a good night last night. Some nice animal sounds. Some that I actually don't know what they were. I'm going to try and look them up today and just see if I can find out what the sound was, but it certainly alerted the baboons close to us. But we had a good night's sleep. It stopped raining during the night, and now we're having some coffee, and we can get on the road only at 6 o'clock, so it's light already. I think it got light at about 5:30, but we can only get going at 6, and we've got another 15 minutes. So we're going to head out there shortly. We've packed our picnic basket with rusks and coffee, and we'll make some coffee out there and probably sit at a waterhole and see what we can find. But so far, good stay. It wasn't too cold last night, and like I said, it's overcast, but it's dry, which is nice. So looking forward to seeing what we find out there today. We weren't even 200 meters from the campsite, and we saw a leopard on our first game drive, so this was quite exciting to start off the morning. Morning. Saw a leopard this morning. We'd only just left camp, probably about not even a K out, and we saw a leopard crossing the road. It was quite a special sighting. It's starting to warm up now, getting up to 16 degrees, and we've seen quite a fair amount of game this morning. Some giraffe, zebra, wildebeest, a couple of impala as well. so far so good, but it's still early. It's only 7 o'clock and we're heading out to find a point to go make some coffee. Just take in the sights and the sounds of the bush. We've just arrived at Masinga Hide. Mkhuze Game Reserve is known for its rich biodiversity, particularly its bird life with over 420 species recorded. And these hides are very popular amongst birders. Time to come and sit here and enjoy and see the birds close up. The game reserve itself is home to the Big Five, which is great. I mean, we saw the leopard this morning, and who knows what else we'll see during our stay. Fingers crossed we'll get to see a bit more of the big game. But for now, we're coming down to the hide. We're going to have coffee and rusks this morning and just see what we can see. What is evident here is the hides are very well kept. They are really looked after, as you can see, and they're kept clean. They all have toilets, and yeah, so we were lucky there weren't any people here yet, but we came to watch and enjoy. So we just got back from our game drive. Time for some breakfast. The camp is pretty quiet. I think people are still out on their game drive, but they left a bit later than us. We went out at 6 and everyone was still very quiet. So let's go and have a look at the ablutions. I managed to have a hot shower last night. However, my husband said the men's side there was no hot water. He's not quite sure why, because the gas seemed full. Let's just see. They're okay ablutions. They could do with a clean. It'll be a bit dark in here and there's no light. I can't even put the light on to show you. There's 2 showers, 3 loos, and then there's a bath in there.
Right, here's the men's ablutions. There's no lights in here at the moment. I don't know why, but it's not working. It was working last night. Place hasn't been cleaned in like forever. We've got 2 toilets, only one works. This one here had water or something all over it last night. There's 3 showers. Again, not one of them work. This one here last night had, the warm water was running, but there was no actual warm water. And the cold water didn't work. This one here both worked, but nothing came out of it. And this one here, well, I don't know, never even tried that one. But yeah, it hasn't been cleaned in here for ages. The floor is filthy, covered in mud, that type of stuff. And then out here we have the washing up stations for washing dishes and stuff, but no hot water here either. Last night I showered in the ladies' showers to get a little bit of hot water.
Yeah, so sorry about that. It was a bit dark in there, very difficult to see. Like I said, at least I had hot water, but I don't know when was the last time they actually cleaned the ablutions. I mean, there was dust everywhere, leaves all over the floor. It really hasn't been, cleaned, I would say, in a good week. And I haven't seen anyone yet. It's just after 9 now, so maybe someone's still coming today to come and clean them. I hope so. But at least, like I said, I had hot water and it's flush loos. So now it's time for some breakfast, I think. So we're sitting here at the hide. I can't remember the name. I had a look on the way out. But we've been here about half an hour and seen warthog, zebra have come down, and quite a lot of bird life here as well. So it's been a nice visit so far. So we're just going to stay probably another half an hour or so. It's the midday, but it's not hot. It's probably about 23 degrees. There's a cool breeze coming over the water here, and a little bit overcast, but some blue skies, and so far a very pleasant day. So we're just enjoying the hut and seeing what else actually comes down to drink. Morning. The sun's just coming up now. It's 6 o'clock and we're allowed to head out for our morning game drive. So we're going to go and see what we can find out there. Beautiful morning. Nice cool 12 degrees. And this is round about where we saw the leopard yesterday. We saw it marking its territory. so assumed that this is where it roams. I don't know if we'll be that lucky to see it twice, but you know, you remain hopeful. Anyhow, we're going to see what we can see today. Hopefully some elephant or some buffalo. So we're going to head down to the Pan for breakfast. So this is our second morning out, and just before reaching the main Mantuma camp, we spotted these two elephants just probably about half a k before Mantuma. So it was really special to see them this morning, and hopefully the day holds out some more excitement. But this was really, really good to see. We've arrived now at Insumo Pan. We're going to come and have breakfast here. So Insumo Pan is a large body of water within the reserve. It's got a picnic site here with braai stands, and then just alongside this are some hides as well overlooking the pan. And this attracts a lot of water birds like pelicans, storks, flamingos, none of which we saw now, but it was just nice to come down and appreciate the view. We did see some hippos and a couple of other birds, but none of the big ones like the pelicans and flamingos, but certainly very pretty down here and very tranquil and relaxing. After breakfast, we were heading back to camp and decided to stop at the lookout tower, the Lebombo lookout tower, and go up and just appreciate and have a look at the view. So this is not too far from the main camp, and you can go up, climb up the stairs to the top and just have a look out over the reserve. The thing that's quite special about Mkuze is it's got quite a few diverse habitats. And these range from savannas and woodlands to your swamps and wetlands, and these support a wide range of wildlife. But look at that, just a stunning view, and you just appreciate how small you are in this big expansive place in Mkuze. Drive around him if you want. We'll wait forever for him to come here.
I'm watching.
You certainly see a lot of tortoise here. This is probably our 5th one today. So it's always a good idea to just drive with caution on the road and just look for them. This is the biggest one we've seen. The other ones we've seen have been quite a bit smaller, haven't they?
Yeah.
It's a third of the size, even smaller. So you want to be careful not to squash them. And whatever you do, don't pick them up. We're taking a walk around the campsite now. Quite a few stands here. They are not all well marked with numbers, but I've never seen the campsite so full that you can't actually go and choose which campsite you want. We just asked at reception and they said we could choose whichever stand we wanted. But quite a few campsites, well shaded, and some of them are nicely grassed but well spread out, and you can choose some of the ones inside or along the fence line. And here is the second lot of ablutions that are on the other side of the campsite. We came to have a look here and just see how they compared to the ones on our side, but pretty much the same. There was hot water here, which was a bonus, but also got your wash-up station. And now we're just heading back to our campsite. What I wanted to point out is some of the campsites do have electricity. You can see the ones that have got electrical boxes on them. There were some people that were powering and plugged in with their electricity, but we were on the side where they hadn't yet got to putting up electrical boxes there. Okay, so this is a bit of a team effort here. The hot water in the men's shower, you can't get it to work independently. It seems to go off as soon as you add cold water. So someone's got to stand there and keep igniting it again. So I'm just going to go to my husband, get him to get me some hot water for washing. And then I'll go and ignite the pipe again. So just one stick for me. Okay, so let me go and do this so you can see what I have to do. So let's go in here into this little office in here. Okay, and switch off, and jackpot. Okay, all right, tell me if you've got hot water. Should hopefully work. Let's see. Coming. So if you can fill that up for me, please. So yeah, the lady showers work fine, but the men's showers doesn't work fine. Someone's got to be standing here to switch on the hot water, and as soon as you put on the cold, it just switches off the ignition, whatever, the flame, and then you have to switch on, switch off, switch on again. So a bit of a team effort, but at least he managed to have a hot shower. So you see, when there's a will, there's a way. You get hot water, and I've managed to get some hot water now for the dishes. I mean, I could boil the kettle as well, but it's much easier to put on the hot water tap just to get some hot water. But it's been a nice day. We sat at the height for a good couple of hours, watched the heron, watched the terrapins, watched some Nyala come down to drink, and it's just been a quiet, lazy afternoon reading my book.
Okay, so a lot of the guys ask how we make a fire when we are camping. So we use this thing called a fire stick, and it attaches to a gas bottle, and basically you just stick it underneath your wood and you light it, as you can see there, and in no time at all your wood is burning. And even if you're using wet wood, whatever, it works just as well. Works quite lacquer. And if you've got charcoal, same story. Put it in, light it, throw your charcoal on top of it, stack it. Within 10-15 minutes or so, you are sorted and you have a roaring fire.
So we've had a fabulous stay at Mkhuze, 3 good days here, some good game viewing, the weather was good, and it's time to head home now. We hope you've enjoyed the video and got some insights into staying here at the campsite. It's definitely worth a stay, and you can certainly work around the geyser problem. Hopefully that will be fixed by next time, but apart from that, it was really, very pleasant. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and see, just stay connected to see our upcoming videos of our future stays.